Hey, I'm recording this on Saturday morning, September 13th, 2025. I've been waiting for some intelligent commentary on the recent killing of Charlie Kirk and watched a bunch of videos and even with some military guys and police guys, and I'm not seeing the intelligence here. All right, so let's just break this down. They have video. I don't even know the guy's name. It's irrelevant. They have video of this guy arriving. And they have video of this guy supposedly jumping off the building and running away. Let's just start there. He's got no rifle. He doesn't have a rifle when he's arriving, and he doesn't have a rifle when he's running away. And the rifle was not found in the sniper's nest, a la Oswald. It was found in the woods on a blanket with some bullets with some weird stuff engraved into them, which is weird all by itself. Do we have to go any further? Do we really have to point out how ridiculous this is? All right, so we got to take off some of these idiotic things that are floating around. Well, he dissembled the weapon and concealed it, and lifted a Mauser? Uh, A, they're heavy. B, you don't take. They're not like it's not like an AK or something. It's hard to take apart. Like you need special tools. It takes a lot of time. It's a pain in the ass. It's not plug and play. It's basically a piece of wood from World War One. Good rifle. But no way did he conceal it in his backpack, assemble it on the roof, disassemble it in what, 5 seconds? Put it in his pants. I mean, this is insane, guys. Let's just start with that. We could stop right there. Okay, let me give you another bit of insanity. You've heard all kinds of stuff. We're looking at the carvings on the bullets and trying to figure out what they mean. We're looking at the video. We're tracking his every movement. How about doing a gunfire residue test? I did that with Oswald. And by the way, we have really nice technology now. 33 hours. There'll still be all kinds of stuff all over him from that rifle. If he shot that rifle, which will be really freaking hard because he didn't bring the rifle to the roof. This dude's walking because, no, but he won't. I'll tell you why not in a second. This is insane. This is not like, oh, a little error here. No, no. This is insane that anybody's taking any of this seriously and spending more than 5 minutes on it. Okay? So if you look at the actual arena, it wasn't an arena, but buildings and the tent and all this stuff, there were a million places that shot could have come from. And let's talk about professional sniping technique. Okay. Number one, you get trained to shoot like that. You don't like figure it out on your own from the internet. Okay. He would have to be a prodigy of epic proportions to be able to take that shot so well without having tons of training and tons of practice. Okay. You know, there are police snipers. There are military snipers. They have elaborate trainings. And the police snipers, like, you don't go to school for a weekend and then next day you're now a sniper. Those guys train and train and train and train and train and train again. And it's got to be continuous. It's like you can't like, oh, well, yeah, I was at the range 6 months ago. I'll go and take this sniper assignment. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so the idea that some kid, now, the rifle just got there magically and then magically ended up in the woods, we'll accept that bullshit. But we also have to accept a kid that apparently has no training. It's hard to do what that kid did. If supposedly he did it, it's really, really hard. Doesn't matter the distance. None of that matters. There's a whole bunch of other elements, psychological elements, adrenaline elements. It's hard to do that shot. And yet this guy is obviously the world's, obviously a World-class trained sniper in his spare time, I guess from playing video games. And apparently there was guns in the home and he's, got familiarity. But, going deer hunting even does not prepare you to take a shot like that. If it did, we wouldn't need sniper training in the military or the law enforcement. We would just say, hey, have you ever gone deer hunting? Cool. You're a sniper now. Here's the rifle, guy. Good luck. We don't do that. And amateurs don't shoot that well. So we can eliminate that. So whoever shot this guy was good and good shot. And he was not out in the open on the roof displaying himself because one of the first things you learn when you're trained to be a sniper is to hide and conceal yourself. Okay. And the concealment in that arena would have been, he had a million places from which to take the shot. The real guy that took the shot, because clearly this kid did not take that shot. Period. End of story. Done. Over. Anybody that's talking about it is wasting their time. And they're displaying gullibility. I won't say idiocy. I'll just say gullibility. All right. And the simplest way to do concealment is you don't hang out the window. Right. If you're good at it, you know about concealment. And if you understand, it's like saying I can drive a car, but I don't really know how to use the brake. Okay, the skills are taught at the same time. Like concealment, it's not just this. It's like hiding. It's also creating distractions. That's part of the sniper's job, is to create distractions, or whoever's the sniper team. And boy, did they create distractions. First distraction. Do you remember there was a guy with a pellet gun? What? Right? And then there was some guy, making a bunch of noise. I'll do it again. Well, he didn't do anything. So that was the first distraction. The second distraction is this kid jumping off. I guess he was up there. He had to be up there. Somehow he got up there, jumping off the roof and running away. So we had distraction. We had a great shot. We had a whole bunch of distraction. And then there was concealment. Why do we know there was concealment? Because we didn't see the guy that really took the shot. And how do you conceal yourself? All right. You can see this just watching the Gaza footage, right? You don't see somebody leaning out a window in Gaza, right? What do they do? They're a yard or more back. They've got their rifle. By the way, the rifle's it's set up to take a shot like that. You don't just, hey, I'm on my tummy and boom, I'll just take a shot, see what happens. Lucky shot. No lucky shots. You set up sandbags and you're a good yard, but and here's the window. You're not here. You're here. Right? And if you look in windows, look around, see how deep you can look into the windows on somebody's house if it's not lit up really well. You can't see anything. That's all the concealment you need. So we've got distraction number one, with all these idiot cops arresting an old man and the air gun or the pellet gun, whatever that thing was. Then you have the kid running away he didn't arrive with a rifle. He didn't leave with a rifle. Plenty of distractions. So whoever that was, and it was a team, wasn't one guy. There's never one sniper in the real world. There's a spotter at least and a sniper. So there was a team there. And one guy's, lining it up. The other guy's like, telling him, coaching him. Shots taken. Maybe the guy who took the shot's a little jittery. He hands it to his assistant. Barrel off, stock off, in the bag, out the door, gone. Because the cops, they're arresting an old man. Right? That's how this went down. Period. End of story. Okay, so there's one other part to this. It's like, this is so obvious, right? Everything I've said, it's indisputable. There's nothing you can say about it. But what will happen is we're going to have 10,000 newscasters, mainstream and alternative, spinning round and round and round and round, trying to decipher the bullets, trying to decipher his psychology, trying to decipher what this says about American society, blah, 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 fucking blah. And the basic story is a fraud. And I guess someone's going to come up with it, I guess, and talk about it. But right now, I mean, I've heard law enforcement experts, security experts, ex-military men, et cetera, even ex-snipers who can't seem to state the obvious. So here's what's going to happen. Case closed, right? In the minds of the public and in the minds of whatever, if there is any mind in the media and in the minds of the media, case closed. It's this dude. And all these little weird things that make no sense, they're just going to drift away, drift away, drift away. And nobody's going to ask anything about this. That's how it's going to go down. Remember the Trump shooting? Did any of that make any sense? No, but that's okay. Did it make sense that they had like the Keystone Cops as his security detail? Did it make any sense that they were letting this dude wander around in places he didn't belong? Did it make any sense that people saw a man on a roof with a rifle for a half hour and nobody did anything about it? But all that's fine. It just fades away, you know? How about the Las Vegas shooting? The impossible scenario that they presented as reality. Absolutely 1,000% impossible. There were people shooting guns all over the place in Vegas that night. But that just fades away. So this is the new normal. Do any old shit, doesn't matter. Tell any old story, doesn't matter. Just tell the public, with the help of the news media, that everything's okay. And in a matter of days or weeks or months, the original fake story becomes the official story, and nobody cares. So this is our level of law enforcement, guys. This is what you can count on if you're ever in a jam. I mean, it's unbelievable. But anyway, that's the last piece of this, which is that it doesn't matter whether this makes any sense or not because it's been handled. And if it's handled in the news media, it's handled and nobody has to think anymore. Anyway, that's that on that.